Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Puck Drops here. It's a little late. I didn't want to start it this late, but I was just getting some food, which I'll be eating here. And welcome to Puck Drops here. The NFL playoffs are back, everybody. The NFL playoffs are back in business. And we've got Buffalo, who I picked first. They'll be doing some of these games today. Buffalo and Indianapolis. The team of the Indianapolis Colts, the wild card, as they're driving down the field in their opening drive of possession. And the Buffalo Bills. I will have the Los Angeles-Seattle game later, but the nightcap, I have my hockey radio show that I'm doing. Also, hockey will be next week to broadcast my hockey radio show. So I'll have to for that, I will not probably have the first half of the Washington-Tampa Bay game. Ugh, Washington, I know it should have been the Giants. But anyway, I'm not gonna start with that. That's done. That's over with. I will stream that game, but I'm probably going to miss the first half. I'll probably be streaming in the third quarter because I have to prep at 8 and then I have to go at 9 for this stream for the radio show. So I'll probably be out at 10. So I may start off the stream at the third quarter. So be ready for that. So here we go. For this. 2nd and 11 for the Colts. They are at the 41-yard line of Buffalo. I've driven this opening drive, the wild card. Almost caught. It got deflected, and then it was actually, I thought it was almost picked, but it was almost caught by one of the Indianapolis receivers, Phillip Rivers. Let me tell you something. The Indianapolis team, I got to pick Buffalo. But this Indianapolis team, let me pick the other teams too as I go along. I'm going to say Los Angeles will upset Seattle, and Washington will upset Tampa Bay. For this Buffalo team, yes, they're built to win. They're young, and they've got a great offense. They have home field as far as they go and into the AFC Championship if Kansas City isn't there. But Indianapolis is a little bit more experienced. They've been here before. They've been a wild card team. They're okay with that. Thrown, caught, but was he inbounds? Hilton. Yes, what a catch. Almost intercepted. And T.Y. Hilton at the sideline, as this is thrown. We have fans in this building. But T.Y. Hilton goes down. He gets the ball. Dropped it. He dropped it. Ian Eagle and I both thought that this was a Hilton catch, but it was dropped. So incomplete. It will be an Indianapolis punt. Rivers is still on the field, but you clearly see at this replay, guys, that this is a drop. For those who can't see, because it's just me talking, it was through the hands of the corner, then through the hands of T.Y. Hilton, and the way that TV turned, it looked like he had caught it, but the ball clearly goes through his hand, so it will be a punt. Anyways, I was saying Indianapolis is more experienced. They understand how to win these games. I think Buffalo will win, but this is a huge task for Buffalo, and Indianapolis could come into this game and come into the stadium and advance with over like a 10-point win. That is a fantastic punt that is down at the 1 or the 2, one of those. So 10:38 to go. Indianapolis's long drive ends up getting no points. Josh Allen, his second ever playoff appearance coming up, is first at home. Scoreless between the Bills and the Colts. Just give me a second. And we got it. Getting the goal horns up and stuff for that, too.
Advertising. It's what they did before commercials. like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us. Pick up like a pro. It's ordered on the Subway app, and it's ready to go with contactless curbside. Now, the good news is getting photos is over the app. Tasha, did you know Geico can save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert. Switch today and see all the ways you can save.
We're not back yet, but we are coming close.
Have to go back to 1995, last time the Buffalo Bills won.
1995, unbelievably, the last time Buffalo won the AFC's championship, the division. The last time that happened, 1995, Detroit and New Jersey were battling for the Stanley Cup. That was a long time ago, and the Bills had already made, this was the year also they did not go to the Super Bowl, but they lost the AFC championship to New England, I believe, but they did, however, with their team, as a run back for about 2 yards, the Bills had gone to the Super Bowl the last 4 years. Never won a championship they had. Buffalo itself hasn't been in a professional sports championship game since 1999 when the Sabres were ousted by, because that's a short throw, couple of 10, by the Dallas Stars. Sorry, my mind is failing me. And Buffalo sports hasn't been in a conference final since 2007, and it's also the last time they've been in the second round. Now, Bills haven't been to a conference final or past the second round since 1995, as was said. So Buffalo is starving for a winner. And also, Buffalo hasn't won a playoff game as it's 3rd and 3. Allen getting out of there. Allen still in the end zone. He's got to throw it now. Will throw it over the side, out of bounds into the Buffalo bench. Bills punt coming, and in bad position for the punting team because it's right in the end zone. Houston with the coverage for Indianapolis, ironically. Buffalo hasn't won a playoff game since, because the Bills hadn't won one all century. Buffalo, as I was saying, Buffalo hasn't won a playoff game since 2011 when the Sabres won Game 5 against the Philadelphia Flyers, and they haven't won a playoff series like that advances them to the second round since 2007 when they eliminated the New York Rangers. And that's all Sabres stuff. So the Bills have really been unsuccessful. Punt is going to come around the 30 with 9:08 to go in the first. The Bills trying to make some new history, but they have punted the ball again to Indianapolis for their second drive. Sorry for all that conversation about Buffalo sports. I just thought it would be easy to talk about, and it completely, my mind's fried today for some reason. Commercial right now on Baker Mayfield. Funny because, and I'll stream it tomorrow. His team playing it tomorrow night against Pittsburgh, a rematch of last week's game, where Cleveland advanced to the playoffs for the first time since 2002. And Cleveland, it was like, oh, well, the starters are playing for Pittsburgh, so Cleveland won't have a chance. They played really well in that game weeks ago, or earlier in the season, where the Pittsburgh Steelers had all starters, and Cleveland always plays Pittsburgh well, and this is the playoffs, so we'll see what happens. Pittsburgh will probably win, but Cleveland's not done for sure. And don't put it past the Browns team to maybe they get another win, and then they start rattling off wins, and now they've won the American Football Conference. It could happen. I don't think they'll be in the Super Bowl, but it could happen. This is a special team. Oh, well, they lost to the Jets, too. Everybody has their bad games. It's kind of those things. You hear that stuff. But. Oh. Welcome, Josh. Hey, Josh, what's going on? I'm glad to have you here for the playoffs. I'll be eating, so I might not answer immediately. Second thing, I will be doing all three of the streams today, all three of the streams tomorrow for the NFL playoffs. Today's stream, tomorrow's stream, but today's like the afternoon game, the 2 afternoon games, LA, Rams, whatever. But the night stream, I will be streaming Washington and Tampa Bay, but it's going to be late because I have to, not on Sundays anymore, it's on Saturdays. I've got to do the radio show, the hockey radio show, and I start at 8 o'clock. That we have to prep at 8 o'clock, and we record it at 9. So I won't be live for the night game until like 10 something. So I'll probably miss the first half of the game streaming. So for that game, the Washington Tampa Bay game, they'll only get like they'll only start to get the third quarter. We'll stream that game, but you may miss a lot of it on stream. If that made any sense. Here's Rivers. Short throw. Dropped. And it's third down. Third and 6 for the Colts. Of 2, Indianapolis has been on third down. I think Buffalo jumped. Yeah, there goes the flag. And the throw is Hilton, who gets past the 40, close to the 35-yard line, to the 36 of the Buffalo Bills. There is a flag. Now, will this be for offside or for encroachment? It's an offside call, which is going to be negated anyway. It doesn't matter because they got the first down. They got a big first down. And so the linebacker comes and jumps like super early, Milano. And then here, I'm waiting for the flag. Flag comes flying out. And then he gets Hilton. This is a free play. So they could do whatever they want here because no matter what, they'll get that play back. Here's Rivers throwing long and deep and first down past the 15 to the 14-yard line. Pittman Jr. and a first down for the Colts. And they are deep in the Buffalo red zone. I have my first playoff game at 4 p.m., so I'll be home at 6:30. So 4 p.m. Pacific is 7. So I'll be home by 6:30 or something. I won't be live on stream at 6:30. I'll probably be live on stream at 7 your time because at 6:30 your time, I'll still be recording the radio show. but I should be able to get back on stream at like 10 or a little bit after 10. Here's a 2-yard rush. So if you have your playoff game, which I wish you good luck in at 4 p.m., they'll probably leave in like the fourth quarter of the second game because that's 7 p.m. my time, and that game is starting at that game starts at 4:30, and I think it'll be like in the fourth quarter at that time. There's a handoff. Taylor didn't even get past the line of scrimmage. It's third down. Bills have to make a stand and not commit any penalties here, as that's the handoff from Taylor. It's 3 rounds, best of 7. So, so it's quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. All right, so tonight's game 1. Good luck. Here's a screen. Taylor gets wrapped up before the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a field goal attempt for Indianapolis. Excuse me, I have to see what's going on. Hold on a second. Something just happened. All right. So we're back. Field goal attempt for the Colts. It's good. 5:29 to go. Indianapolis leads this wild card matchup 3-0. And the Bills are going to get the ball back, and we'll see how they do. So right now it's still a commercial waiting for us to get back late in this first quarter. So yeah, tonight we'll have that. This game, we'll have the game later on between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Another divisional matchup. Hold on again. And another divisional matchup, and then later tonight, after they'll have the second half. Because I told you about the recording, the second half between Washington and Tampa Bay. But right now we've got Buffalo with their first home football game since the 1990s. We should win easily because the team that barely sneaked the playoffs. You don't know that, though. That's what our Canucks thought, and the LA Kings 2012, we knew what happened with them. So don't take them lightly, and that's probably a team that blocks a lot of shots and is very, very precise defensively. So I think what's probably going to happen is you guys got to if you guys are good on your power play, you've got to you've got to force them to make mistakes and make penalties and score while they're in the penalty box. You get about 3 power plays. You're going to get about 5 power plays in the game, and you go 2 of 5, 3 of 5, you should be good. I assume you're on the first power play, Josh? Rodrigo Blankenship will kick off now. 38%. It's not bad. That's pretty good. For a whole season, actually, that's very good. Here's Blankenship, the kick. And this one is going to land. It's a bouncing ball. Oh, that bounced. That's a kickoff that bounced to the 15-yard line. And so it had to get swept up immediately because, unlike a punt, kickoff is a live ball. Doesn't have to be touched. So that ball actually rarely happens. It bounced on the 15, and it wasn't picked up immediately. So the Buffalo receiver had to just fall on it, which wasn't opportune, but they have the ball at their 15, so it's not the worst thing that could happen. Remember, not a series. Whoever wins this game moves on to the second round. It's win or you're done. Here's Allen, who's hit, and he throws out of bounds. Muhammad comes in and just with a huge hit to the back, absolutely railed him down, and he may try to call for a face mask here because at the end of the play, his helmet was a little skewed off, but not there. Yeah, this is Game 7. It's Game 7 for every game, which is kind of cool, but I like the playoff series. I think that's nice. Here's Allen. Allen getting out of there. Josh Allen scrambling. Allen waiting for it. Allen will run, and he'll get close to the first down marker. Excuse me.
I think that's what's blown everybody away. And to go to the next step of what you were talking about, where he takes it and goes to his legs.
Josh Allen under shotgun. Pump fake. Throwing on first down. Deep. Was that caught? That was caught. Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs to the 35-yard line. The deepest play of this game for Buffalo. Late in quarter one. And Willis is the guy who got victimized. What a throw, deep shot, and we were waiting for one of the most powerful arms in the National Football League to get going. And just like that, Allen's back in the shotgun again. He's scrambling. Allen's going to have to throw this one over. He's got a man! He got a man again! This was to try to throw it out, and it was caught, and it's Davis. He got chased. He threw over the back of his body, and Frank Reich looks disturbed because that's two straight crazy passes by Josh Allen, and those feet are in, and that is clearly what might be the X factor in this game. Just the athleticism, the raw power by Joshua Allen. I've no idea what the new offside rule is. You're going to have to clue me in, and thank you for telling me that because that's a topic I can talk about on my show today. Please tell me what it is. Here's Allen in the shotgun. Allen, short throw, past the 20. Allen close by, and then Singletary will catch it for a few more yards. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Funny. My parents just said, don't ask him. Look it up. I actually will look it up now because that is something I should do. Just give me a second right after this play. Handoff. Close to the marker. Not sure. 2nd and 5. Might be 3rd and inches. Might be 1st and 10. They'll see. It's Singletary getting the workload. Now, I'm going to look this up right now, guys. First and goal for the Bills. They said he got the first down. Oh, here we go. Starting this season, players will... That's stupid. I'll read it more thoroughly, but that's stupid. Here's a throw. Short. Singletary is close to the end zone. At the 2, Moss, it's 2nd and goal. Yeah, that's a stupid rule because then that basically negates the offside. Players will no longer have to have their skate in contact with the blue line to remain side. That's stupid because then you can toe drag your skate. You can basically reach your stick. Well, you can't reach your stick over the blue line, but you could just waddle, and as long as you toe drag your skate, if you're close enough to the blue line but not over, you can do whatever you want. What will be cool is to see more stretch passes. Throw to the end zone to a lineman. No tight end knocks. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? Inbounds. Yes. Touchdown. Buffalo leads. Josh Allen got dumped and threw this ball to Knox, who slid to the back of the end zone, peeled both feet in, and catches this ball. Buffalo leads for the first time today, 6-3, with 1:49 to go in quarter 1. Here's the kick. It's good. Buffalo by 4 against the upstart Colts. And so the Bills, who have not won a playoff game since 1995, and Buffalo has not had a playoff game win since Buffalo Sports since 2011, or a playoff series win since 2007, have their Bills up by 4. It should increase scoring in game. Yeah, that is true. That's what I thought. There will be more stretch passes. It'll be fun to see, but you kind of talk about defensive cornerbacks and safeties playing in the NFL and dropping back and going, how are we supposed to guard this if you're calling pass interference on everything, or holding, or linebackers and stuff, and they keep calling rushing the passer, we're just trying to hit the guy. That's what's going to be called here for the defensemen. We're like not even hitting defensemen that have their sticks in the lane, and we're dropping back and we're defending the pass, but we defended the pass perfectly, and all the guy did was just pass along the boards, and a play that's clearly offside. Like, here's what I'll ask. With the new offside rules, that Matt Duchene goal from Colorado that was called onside, but everyone knows was not offside, was that onside? And also, I don't know if you know this, but I watched it like a year ago. I haven't watched it again since, but the Marian Hossa overtime goal to eliminate the Rangers from the playoffs with the assist from Sidney Crosby in 2008 in the second round, advanced them to their first conference finals since 2001. If you look at it, I don't know if it's Crosby. I'm not sure who it was. I'll have to watch it again. But somebody skate. It might have actually been Hossa when he passes the puck to Crosby before he receives it for the goal. I think his stick or his skate was off. It's not. It wasn't reviewable, but I think if you look at it, his might have been off. So with that and the Duchene goal, do you think that's onside with these rules? Because if that stuff's onside, specifically the Duchene goal, then you're going to see even more scoring. Because he was clearly offside. We're back in Buffalo between the Bills and the Colts.
Josh Allen has had on this team and this community. When you have that great quarterback that believes in the community as well, like Jim Kelly did,
this is caught at the 5, taken past the 10, past the 20, leaping past the 30, past the 40, and then he gets dumped at the 42. What a kickoff return. Explosive for Indy. With 1:42 left in the first quarter, The Colts needed a spark. They get more than that. They get a surge. And down 4, they're getting the ball close to midfield, and they haven't even run a play yet. The Matt Duchene goal, we have to reword because I never thought of that before. I was 1,000% offside according to old rules. Yeah. The Duchene goal, yeah, whatever. I'm going to have to definitely – that I don't have to rewatch. I know that's offside. I know my TV is visible. I continuously do that. So I have to spin it back just in case they want to yell about copyright. Here is a handoff close past the 50, I think to the 48-yard line of Buffalo. I know the Duchene goal. I know exactly how that would have been offside. What I would like to see now is I would like to rewatch. I might actually rewatch it on my phone while I stream this. At commercial, I think I'm going to rewatch it with muted. The Marion Hossa OT goal, like the replay of it, because I was pretty sure, because I saw a commenter say it, and I looked at it, and somebody's stick or something is offside on that. Anyway, I will tell you, though, with the radio show that's going to be on at 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific on the radio show I always tell you about, we will definitely, that's going to be airing on Monday. We will definitely be talking about the offside rule. Absolutely. So you can hear more discussion with me and that Campbell kid will be doing it as well. Tommy not, because he has stuff he's doing. 2nd and 5 with 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Might be the last 2 plays. 2nd and 5 for the Colts. This can be the last play if they want it to be, because they can just wait for the clock. Dropped! Wide open, into the middle. It was wide open, and it was dropped, which will stop the clock. Never mind, because that does stop the clock. It's 3rd and 5 for the Colts, and they're not in field goal range just yet. And Taylor, I believe, Taylor was wide open. Again with this. All right, I got to keep this here. Yeah, I know. I got to keep this here. It's just easy. It's easier to, like, kind of glance that way because this is how I move my computer. But I have to remember that if it's there for, like, 30 seconds, it's fine. But I have to remember that if I keep it that way, that might flag. So I obviously don't want to do that. Here is Phillip Rivers throwing long. T.Y. Hilton drops it. T.Y. Hilton, if he caught it cleanly, might have went into the end zone and given Indianapolis the lead back. But that was fantastic defending by the former Green Bay Packer, Micah Hyde, who got the arms in. It will be an Indy punt. So Micah Hyde with the impressive play does it. They're not punting, guys. Colts are going for it. They are trying to draw the Bills offside with a hard count. Phillip Rivers he's still trying to get him to jump. They haven't jumped. And I think they might have, I didn't see a timeout called, so they might have been called for a delay of game here. No, I think they did call a timeout. Here in Buffalo. There's a ton of seats empty for Buffalo here, but everyone here are Bills fans, the red and blue and everything, and it looks, and the only reason the seats are empty is because of COVID, it looks like a sold-out crowd. And it's as loud as a sold-out crowd. In fact, if you think about the fact that they've only been given a certain percentage, it is a sold-out crowd. They will go for the punt instead. Actually, was delay of game, and this will be caught at around the 11-yard line by Roberts with 12 seconds left in the first quarter. So the Bills are going to have to run one more play, and then they can just wait till the – oh, you get it on Sportsnet? I don't know how the playoff games work in Canada. It's Josh Allen, a short throw. And it got back to the line. That throw was there to Moss. Moss had to go back behind the line and then come back. He got a few yards. And that's the end of the first quarter, guys. That is the end of the first quarter between Indianapolis and Buffalo. Indianapolis started really well, and they got the lead, but Buffalo came back with their big-time offense, and they are up by 4, 7-3. All right, let me watch now this. I'm going to have it muted. Let me watch this Hosa goal because I want to see.
I know you don't offer to just anyone, okay? But we do offer to anyone, literally anyone. Our little secrets. Oh. Yeah. Oops. I know that. You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there. Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce sprays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's the one from 2008. I'm watching it right now. Dupuis. Dupuis is offside, not Hosa. You can clearly see Crosby's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, watch it. Pause it when Crosby goes over the line. He backhand passes to Pascal. Dupuis is 100% offside. He is absolutely offside. And I don't even think he does much on the play. He kind of just passes it bankside back to Sidney Crosby, who rifles the puck through Henrik Lundqvist to the guy who eliminates New York, Marian Hossa. But Pascal Dupuis is completely offside. Of all players, too. And he's the guy, and you can watch it again. The one that I got on YouTube, it's from Overtime Winners. Yeah. Clearly offside. Clearly offside. Now here's the question. Now the question comes this, because you just saw that. In this offside rule, would Dupuis be offside? Would Dupuis be offside if he was in these new rules? Is Dupuis offside with that play? Probably not, right? Because maybe because his stick is off the line. He might be offside in the new rules. I'm not sure though. Also, the Duchesne goal was reviewed. The Dupuis goal, the Hossa goal was never reviewed. Never reviewed. And just the fans went crazy. The confetti went and handshake at the Silver Penguin. That was in gold at that point. Here is Allen is sacked and run out of bounds. It's third down, and not only did he go out of bounds, like they ran him down, but he was running, so they count that. I don't really understand the rules, so I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, like exactly what the rule entails. Also, we were talking about that Chata thing the other day. I did finish the Chata points. I'm working on some more player points that have left. Prominent players, though. I was going to do like everybody, Hoffman, Hall, but I'm not going to do that. But prominent players. So Petrangelo, Krug, Steen, Hansel, because he retired. And I had another one I was going to do. Tanev, I think I wanted to do. Allen runs for it, and then he stood up before he gets to the first down marker. It's time for a Buffalo Bills punt as the Colts do a good job on defense there. A player is onside when either of his skates are in contact with the blue line or his own side of the line at the instant the punt coming, and this will be dropped out of bounds at about the 34. crossing the leaning edge of the blue line. Or his own side of the line at the instant the puck. Or his own side of the line shall be defined by a plane of the blue line which shall extend from the leaning edge of the blue line upwards. If a player's skate is yet to break the plane prior to the puck crossing the line. So, if he's there, if one of his skates is there before the puck crosses the line, or his body is just draped before the puck crosses the blue line, he's onside. So it's basically. So then I'm going to watch the goal again. So it's basically what you're saying here is it's basically college football in the way of if you have 1 foot in bounds, it's a catch. They've just made it easier for you to score offside. That's basically what it is. You still can't have two skates or your body. The thing you can though is you can have your one skate offside and one skate onside. That's an onside goal. But you can't have your complete. You can't just stand there and be offside. You're still offside, but it just makes it easier. So let me look up. I was going to look up. Yes, Hoso Otigo. No, not this one. This one. Okay. Again, I don't know if you missed it, but again, the rule is you have to have one skate. One skate has to be onside, but if one skate is onside, you're onside, and you have to be before the blue line, before the puck crosses the blue lines. You can't just stand there offside, but it's kind of like 1 foot out of bounds as a catch in college. It's that type of thing. So it doesn't make it extremely easy to score, but it makes it a bit easier. So I'm going to watch to see if the goal with Dupuis, where Dupuis was onside, I'm going to see if this counts in now. They're going to slow it down on the replay, so I'm going to see here.
First 3 possessions for the Colts. The punt, the field goal, and then another punt. When we talked to Frank Wright, he said, yeah, but we've talked about
I think it's still offside. It's hard on the angle that they showed, but it looks like both skates are off because he quickly goes to the wall and then spins it back to Crosby. So it looks like it would still be offside. If I still can't see well though. If one of those skates are offside, then it would be handoff for a first down. Colts move it close to midfield here. Well, this happens. I'm going to watch it again. Handoff, pass midfield. It's second and short. I'm going to correct what I said. It's onside. It's onside now. I don't think it's onside in the past rules. It's not onside in the rules like last year, but it's onside today because he's got one skate clearly over the blue line. But the second one is just behind the blue line as the puck is arriving. So that skate is onside while the puck is just about onside, so that's an onside goal in the current rules. Handoff is stuffed. Hughes, one of the guy back to help Taylor go backwards for Buffalo. It's third down. So if you were there, if that made any sense, the Pascal Dupuis play, that's onside not in the rules last year and before, but in the rules today. It's onside. 3rd and 4 for the Colts. They'll want to get some first downs here, trailing by 4. 11:30 to go in the second. Rivers hustles back up. Rivers short throw. First down, Taylor. This time he was able to go through a few defenders of Buffalo, and they move the chains. Indianapolis does. Here's Rivers motioning. Her 1st and 10. Ball is at the 43 of Buffalo. Now it's not going to be at the 43. Now it's going to be at the Bill 11. A 32-yard pass right to a big receiver that they got, 11. Not sure. Probably I'll see the name and then I'll be saying his actual name for the rest of the thing. Rivers throws to Jack Doyle for a few yards, but it goes, I believe, behind the line of scrimmage, so that's not good for them. 2nd down for the Colts. Here's Rivers, shotgun snap. Rivers throws over the middle. This will be a first down and goal at the 1-yard line for Hines. And Indianapolis is a yard away from reclaiming this lead. And it would be the 2nd lead change of the day. Buffalo's been a little bit inconsistent offensively, and Indianapolis, they haven't been the most consistent themselves, but they've had drives that have bullied these teams. Here's a handoff up the middle. Did it go in? Hines, did he go across? Now, if Indianapolis wins, it's already been decided. They will play Kansas City next week in Arrowhead Stadium, the defending champions. But Hines did not get in. Buffalo will not play Kansas City. Buffalo will end up playing will end up playing actually the winner of either playing Cleveland or they could play. No, they wouldn't play Cleveland. They would play Pittsburgh or the loser or winner of the Tennessee game against Baltimore. Rivers handoff right up the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colts take the lead. This is a touchdown run right up top of the middle, and it is now 9-7. Taylor, the guy that's out there for Wisconsin. It is now 9-7. Colts will try to take a 3-point lead here with an extra point. 6. It's good. Colts up 10-7 in the second quarter against the Buffalo Bills. 8:07 to go in the second.
Mr. Blank, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone. Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's going to make me want to go check.
No, the Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go, boom, 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 boom. Geico, great service without
Oh, there's the TV again. Just missed it.
Find new adventures together in the new Saturday.
All right, still waiting.
Hear that? That's the sound of true friendship. Because when you have the $10 taco and burrito cravings back, there's not much more you need to say. Get it for the friends that get it. Only at Taco Bell.
And we're back. Back to Buffalo.
So once again, it is Blankenship kicking it off. Andre Roberts back deep to return it for Buffalo. It's not a driving kick.
This will be taken past the end zone, past the 10, trying to spin back, and then he got caught right at the 10-yard line. And because Indianapolis is stingy defensively, Buffalo's got to make some big plays to go down the field. And there's a penalty flag down. Not got much of them. Oh, this is big. This is going to go against Indy here. It's a face mask, which I think goes 15 yards. You got down at the 10, so that should put them at 25? Yeah, around the 25. So that actually doesn't work that badly.
That was against Indianapolis for the delay of game. Good return. Holding. Receiving team number 46. Half the distance to the goal.
What?
First down.
That's strange. It's a holding call against Buffalo. You can clearly see. The referees missed a call there. They missed a big one because I didn't see the holding, but you clearly see a face mask. No, he doesn't pull it, but he does grab the face mask of Roberts. So it should be against Indy, but it's not. It's against Buffalo. Not good for them. They're going to have a running play close to the marker, but a yard short, Moss, and it'll be second down.
They've got a lot of movement throughout the season. And now you've got Feliciano, the right guard, back to his spot. Mitch Morris, the center, back to his spot. I bet you Butler's filling in now for Cody Ford. Now they get a little more cohesive. Ford on injured reserve.
Here's a handoff. Stuffed. Moss could not get to the first down marker, just got to the line. It'll be third down. And the Colts have been good on third down defensively. 7:10 left in the second quarter. 3rd and 1. They can't go for it here on 4th down. So you know that maybe though you just try to draw them offside on 4th down though, and then just punt. Here's a handoff. Didn't even get close. Didn't even get close to the line. Indianapolis front 4 was there again. Stops Moss. It's 4th down.
He changed the line of scrimmage to the backfield of Buffalo. That allowed the rest of his teammates to penetrate the line of scrimmage as well and make the play.
This punt is going to be down at the 26 and taken past the 30 and almost brought down at the 35, but then to the 40. And that's where the Colts are getting the ball with 6:08 to go in the second quarter.
So is this stuff really fresh?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we don't have freezers, we don't have microwaves. We always have fresh stuff coming in. This is the best one that you can get.
Fresh is what you stand for.
Definitely.
Wasn't me, baby. No, it wasn't me, baby. Baby, wasn't me. Must have been some other body, baby, wasn't me.
Free 2-hour grocery delivery, included with Prime.
Deep sea driving, I see. Something like that. Well, here's something else. With your farmers,
We're just waiting right now for this to come back, and we'll see what the Colts do on their drive. Bill's trying to come back and retake the lead for the third lead change of this game.
the constitutional crisis.
I was pulled from the podium, just literally pulled from the podium.
Find out from Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi.
They were vocally saying, "Where's the speaker? We know she has staff. Here's someplace we're going to find them."
Only on 60 Minutes Sunday on CBS. Previous possession, Gene Steratore joins us right now. Gene, is this delay of game in your estimation? It is, and it's a normal procedure by the back judge who is the
Huh. They're looking at a play that happened, a first down play, and they're saying that the referees missed a delay of game call. Wow, in a playoff game of all things.
kind of gives the offense an extra half second or so on those delay of game calls. Thanks, Gene. Things are so heightened during the playoffs. I like how Gene expressed it. Standard operating procedure. Nothing changes for the officials, even though it's a playoff game. And that was a huge third down conversion. The big play downfield.
And here is a run back for the Colts. They're getting something big here after a passing play close to the 25, to the 26-yard line. And it's Pittman Jr. again. You remember a few years ago when Kansas City played Indianapolis and the Colts came back from down a lot of points. Well, and because Kansas City was really good in the first half. You're starting to see that here. The Colts are, at least the first part, the Colts are really putting it to, not point-wise, but yardage-wise and momentum-wise, to Buffalo. In Buffalo, in this building, this place is kind of quiet too, but here might be something to get the fans up on their feet. A big hit on Taylor forces second and long. 5:15 to go in the second. Here's Rivers. Rivers motions. Back to the left side. Back to the right side. Shotgun snap. Phillip Rivers play fake. Rivers getting out of there. Throwing long. Caught. The tight end short of the marker. Short of the first down marker. But it will be third and short. They are in field goal range. And now they're going to go take a look at
procedure. With the Colts, the precedent a little bit.
3rd and 2. Buffalo's got to make a stop here because 13-7's not terrible. 17-7 could be deadly. Here is Rivers stepping up, throwing over the middle. Caught 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Sure who that was, but one of his big targets. And Phillip Rivers, he does that step back to shuffle. At the shoulders going. After the arm, maybe a little pump fake, and then just fires over the middle and over the top. And Hyde was going up high for an interception, but his target a little bit bigger, a little bit more athletic, and the Colts are knocking on the door. Rivers, short throw. Caught and pushed back. Pushed back. He was trying to drive into the end zone, but then as the offensive linemen were there, this is a strong front for Cleveland. They've got a really good Indianapolis. They've got a really good, strong defensive line core for Buffalo as well. 2nd and goal. 2:39 to go. Indianapolis can wait to snap the ball again if this is not an incomplete pass. It's a 2-minute warning. Here's a handoff. Short of the yard to gain. He was driving again, and here came the defensive line to push back. And we'll see if the Colts try to snap 3rd and goal now or if they'll wait till after the 2-minute warning. They came in close off a wildcat, and Indianapolis was just not able, even with all of their big bodies up front, to get the ball in. It looks like they'll wait until the 2-minute warning. They will. 2-minute warning in the first half of the opening game of the playoffs. Indianapolis leads by 3, and they're looking for more at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. Colts are up.
Our version of financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
Welcome to Advanced Auto Parts.
I need one of those.
I'll give you 2.5 of my 10-piece chicken McNuggets for a quarter of your quarter pounder machine. But judging by weight, mine's worth at least 4 chicken McNuggets. I'm a cost standpoint, they're equal value. But I'm older, so.
Get it at McDonald's when you get 2 of your faves for just $6.
Ready, set, go.
So 2-minute warning is what we're looking at here. And we'll see what happens in these last minutes of the first half with the Colts trying to. Colts could either get no points of this drive. They could go up 17-10. They go up 16-10. They go up 13-7. 16-7, I meant. 13-7. The Bills trying to make a stop here because their offense has had surges, but they've also sputtered at times. A little bit more than likely. Still got a whole half to go, and they've been a second-half team. But also showing Jared Goff some of his how good he played in Week 16 against Washington. But his team, the LA Rams, his team going up the next game will be streaming against Seattle. I believe his team will win, actually. 35 plays, 226 yards, and time of possession 19-13 for Indy in this game. 17 plays, 108 yards, 8 minutes and 47 seconds time of possession for Buffalo. Clearly, Indianapolis has maintained control in this game. In this half at least. 2-minute warning, 3rd and goal, and everyone that is allowed to be in the stands here for Buffalo, and I really don't even see a Colt fan here, are up, standing, and roaring. Ball is at the 1-yard line. Buffalo trying to make a stop here. Here's Rivers. Rivers, handoff, sweep. Buffalo gets there, and he loses the most out of any play on the first down. The goal line. Instead of getting to the line, he lost like 4. It's 4th and goal and decision time for Frank Reich because this could be a momentum maker, creator. I believe also the Bills are getting the ball in the second half. So if the Colts go for it, and this is a 4th line goal line stop, this could be a completely game changer, playoff game changer. What happens? Let's see. Buffalo, I think, just used their first time out of the half. First time out used, because when I said Indy had called a timeout when they were trying to draw offside, they actually they took the delay of game penalty. Here is Phillip Rivers in the shotgun. 5 seconds left on the play clock. They can snap it now or call timeout. They snap it. They're going for a 4th and goal. Here's Rivers. He dropped back deep. He throws it in the end zone. Dropped. Pittman Jr. drops it. The Bills hold on 4th down. A 4th and goal stop as Pittman Jr. was racing to the ball, and in the different as Josh Allen runs onto the field and goes, calm down. With his hands in a different spot in the back, not the front end zone, but very similar to the play that could have sent the Giants to the playoffs on Sunday. You know, with the Eagles going on 4th down, it was in the back of the end zone this time, not the front of the end zone, but just like that play, it's a drop. And the Bills, no points. With the minute 46 to go, they're going to go to commercial. What a game this has turned out to be. Buffalo has the ball, and they're only down by 3 now.
Try the new $1 Your Way menu at Burger King. Featured a plain grilled bacon cheeseburger. Value this good is hard to find anywhere else. The new $1 Your Way menu now at Burger King. Your way, way better.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my A1C. But my body can still make its own insulin.
And Trulicity activates my body's release, lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds when my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're
I was still waiting a minute 46 to go back and see what happened with Buffalo in this game. Wow, it's going to be crazy. In this half, I should say, not this game. Got the whole second half coming up.
Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
It is the question that matters the most.
that takes you behind the story. There is some positive breaking news. It drives everything we do, and without it, our purpose. Did the President of the United States incite all of this, and your freedom fade? This is why.
Charles, the Bills have had 5 drives. They've started at their own 3.
Buffalo's average drive starts at their own 7, and Indy's their own 36. So Buffalo started at bad places in their territory. There's been one of the reasons why they've been punting a lot in this game. It's just hard to start when you don't have great field position. Here's a throw, tipped, almost caught, and then almost intercepted. And that could have been bad because I think the interception would have been caught at the 22 of Buffalo, and that's saying caught, not returned. That could have been super bad. It goes off the hands and then drops down, off of Diggs' hands, and then drops down close to where there were Indianapolis defenders. Here's Allen in the shotgun in the end zone. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen getting out of there. Josh Allen on the run, throwing over the sideline. I think that was caught. Indy saying no. Indy saying no, but that looked like a good catch on its way through. That looked like a catch. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. They're going to have to see the toes. 1, 2. Buffalo, it was called a first down on the field. Buffalo went for it, and I think a challenge flag just got thrown. Not a challenge flag because within 2 minutes, but I think New York is going to look at this. So the toes have tapped. Oh, there's something else to look at. There's something really interesting to look at here. Not so much the catch, but there's a hat lofted at the sideline. An official hat. What that means is that somebody went out of bounds and came in. If you don't deliberately do it in basketball, it's fine, but in the NFL, no. So they're going to review this, and I want to see who's being called for going out of bounds and in. But that's what's being called right now.
Now remember, they're not programs, they're TV shows. You woke up early. No one cares. Yes. Well, I was using something called Home Quote Explorer from Progressive to easily compare home insurance rates. Was I hashtagging?
Progressive can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
Guess what? The waiter doesn't even know your name.
So they have come out pretty quickly and are about to announce the call here. It's a catch. It's a catch, guys. It's a first down, and it's a great play. He knows it. Davis knows it. And Buffalo comes up with another game-changing offensive play. And it's interesting, too. I said the Colts were saying incomplete the whole time. This catch is in front of the Indianapolis bench. Allen in the shotgun, 93 seconds left in the first half. His team trails by 3. Ball is at the 41-yard line. Indy defensively are looking a little jumpy here. Now they go on the rush. They blitz, thrown over the middle, and Cole Beasley for a few yards to the 49-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. 2nd down now. It's a win here for Buffalo if they just get a field goal on this play. How the game's gone, and the fact that they've defended well. Allen gets out. Allen spins again. Allen turning. Josh Allen's going to throw it. Oh, this might be a catch as well, and it's Davis again. And it's a first down again in front of the Buffalo bench. Now, this might catch him by surprise because he's throwing the ball over his shoulder in bounds, and that could be an interception. But this looks like another catch. Buffalo trying to snap the ball quick. We're going to have it again, guys. This is insane. Now they're going to again challenge 15 yards past where Gabriel Davis had that crazy catch. They're going to again challenge this. He has the toe drag. But here's the interesting thing. This is right at the field line to the field goal target line that's put on the TV. And another interesting thing is that Josh Allen has been throwing the ball over his body. And, most people should not get away with that. But he's getting away with it. He's not throwing picks. He's throwing great catches. And, guys, I think Gabriel Davis is going to catch this ball again. Indianapolis, you look at Phillip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett looking on, like, what can they do? This is just, all you can do is watch. And the one foot is clearly down, but the other foot drags behind him. To me, there's no way this is not a catch. Here we go. They're calling it again. It's another catch. This is insane. It's another catch. Gabriel Davis with 2 crazy catches off of 2 crazy throws by Allen. And it's first down with 59 seconds to go. And the Bills haven't passed the field goal range. They're in field goal range. Don't know if they're in the red zone, but they're close. They're not. They're at the 33-yard line of Indianapolis. Allen gets the ball. He's scrambling. Is he going to do it again? No, he's going to run for it for a few yards. It gets chased out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 53 seconds to go. It's second down. Unbelievable. They should have halftime report. They'll have a lot to talk about this game. Bills still down by 3, but with Buffalo, they have had an extremely crazy game. They could have a lead here before the first half ends. And they haven't played great. Here's Josh Allen in the shotgun. Indianapolis pressuring. Allen gets out. Allen still on his feet. Allen's going to throw it to the dirt. The Colts are yelling for intentional grounding, but not going to be the call. Allen got dumped and threw the ball. It'll be third down, I think. It's third down, actually. Intentional grounding actually was called. Interestingly, he got out of the pocket, and they said, yes, he got out of the pocket, but he went back to the pocket when he was hit, and that is why it's third down now. Here's Allen. Pump fake. Allen pressured. Short screen. This will not be a first down, and Indianapolis is saying that the clock should still be running. The clock will not be running. It will stop the clock. It knocks the catch. So Buffalo could go for it on fourth down. They're in territory if they want to do that, or they could go kick the field goal, which would tie the game. They are going for it. Again, not a terrible decision here. If Indianapolis gets the ball, they probably just take a kneel down. So Buffalo would go to the half down. Now he may here just be trying to get Indianapolis offside. I think that's what he's doing. Oh, I think he got him. I think Allen got him to drop offside just at the last moment. Intercepted by Indianapolis. But I think even they know that this ball is offside. Or that the Colts are offside. He was trying to get him to jump. He's trying to get him to jump. Offside's the call. Yep, with 32 seconds to go. This is craziness. He was trying to get Buffalo to jump, or Indianapolis to jump, and they weren't budging. At the last second, Toure jumps, and this ball picked off, but it's moot. It doesn't matter. Even he knows it too. The corner. So now, all he had to do was just stay for like one more bark, and he would have either called a timeout or thrown the ball. And they get the offside call. So it's first down with the ball, the first down marker at the 11. Play action fake. Allen throws over the top. Was that intercepted? No. Dropped. Indianapolis is saying that this is a pick. Wait, is this an interception? He's running down the sideline. They haven't called anything. And into the end zone go the Colts. They're saying that this is a touchdown. Rogers believes for Indianapolis that this is a touchdown. There was no whistle called. Oh, it's a touchback. He didn't drop it. He did catch it, so it is an interception. But it is a touchback for Indianapolis since the ball went down. So Buffalo comes away with no points, but they don't give up the touchdown. Now, Allen is thinking incomplete. Rogers was saying touchdown. The call is now. Now, if it's an interception, are they going to? I don't think they call the touchdown here because, well, if the ball, now they're seeing to see if the ball hits the ground. Because if the ball hits the ground first, it looks like it does, then that's an incompletion. Then that's not a touchback. And so Rogers is the guy. So there's three things to look at. Well, actually, I don't think they'll give him the touchdown no matter what. The interception would be a touchback, which is the call on the field. But if the ball hits the turf, which it looks like it does first, this is an incompletion, and Buffalo lives to see another day. What was interesting to me is they never whistled the play dead, and he ran into the end zone, Rogers, and scored. And I think they have the call. They have the call, guys. This is interesting. Let's see. Incomplete. It's second down. It's an incomplete pass. So Buffalo gets another call to go their way. And Ian Eagle just said what I've been saying. This crowd is roaring here in Buffalo. They are loving it. Oh, my goodness. This is a crazy game. And we're only in the first half, guys. 27 seconds to go in the second quarter. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Allen takes a run for it. Josh Allen for a first down. Allen gets dumped at the 5. First and goal, Bills, and timeout, Buffalo. Timeout by Buffalo. Their second of the first half. And Josh Allen took a snap and went, broke 2 tackles, made a juke, and then he just got dumped at the 5-yard line. If he makes a juke or 2 and is able to break a tackle, he scores and Buffalo takes the lead. The second lead change. Excuse me, no. Third lead change.
So far in the day, Allen 11 of 16, 138 yards, and a touchdown pass to Knox. He also has.
Here are the Buffalo fans in a really, probably cold, but very bright, sunny January Sunday afternoon in Orchard Park in Buffalo, New York. Is a handoff. Josh Allen is going to take it himself, and Josh Allen scores with 14 seconds left in the first half. Buffalo retakes the lead. He scores. Listen to this crowd. Josh Allen. The play action fake. The handoff, he had loaf of bread, and then he tucked it under. And Buffalo's getting the ball back, and they take the lead 13-10 over Indianapolis. What an unbelievable drive. It all started, too, from the 7-yard line because of that goal line stand. Other way, it would have been probably 17-7. And his team now leads. Also, a kick is good. (14-10). This will swim over the head, and it's going to be taken like a shortstop past the 20, and Buffalo maybe lets a 10-yard kickoff. That'll be all with 8 seconds to go. One more snap, and the half will be over. And Phillip Rivers, after being great after that fourth goal line stand, is now getting back on the field, now trailing in this game. They've led twice. They've trailed twice. The seesaw affair. Indianapolis has played a good half. Frank Reich probably just tell them, here are some areas we could be a little better at, but just be consistent. And a take a knee, and the home team has a lead. They haven't really been the most dominant that they could have been, but they do have a lead, 14-10, after scoring a touchdown with 14 seconds left in the first half. A Josh Allen touchdown who runs off the field. The first home Buffalo game since 1995. And the Bills, who are getting the ball back to start the second half, are now controlling the lead.
You get so much more than just a great network.
Unlimited plans include 5G. Plus, we get one of our best phones when you buy it. Only on Verizon. The Neighborhood. Monday on CBS. Or watch on demand or stream anytime.
All right, so first half, not too much to talk to, so I may just be quiet for like the whole time. Give me a second. I gotta get some water. What a half.
So we can mix and match plans and save money. We got to buy the gig plan, so we only pay for what we use. You get the unlimited plan.
Nice.
And so do you. Nice. It's great they let you mix plans like that, because they understand that everyone is different. We're not clones.
Philadelphia against the Flyers. The future.
Spectrum Mobile lets you mix and match any plan and save. Because it's a better way to mobile. Spectrum Mobile.
Hey, honey, what's going on in here?
Behold the
I don't
multiplier.
know.
Why don't you just play the X series from the New York Lottery? You can multiply your winnings up to 100 times.
But this uses lasers. Here, watch. Professor Bunsen.
Lasers, huh?
Multiply your winnings with the X Series of scratch-offs from the New York Lottery. You can win up to $5 million.
Dear Winter, my squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is revving to go. Bundle up, Toyota.
Right now, lease a new 2021 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid for just $209 a month. Toyota, let's go places. Wake up to Chris Raggy and Barry Calvi. Weekdays on CBS2. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
Josh Allen making all the right plays, including with the speed. He's the leading rusher, 43 yards. Jonathan Taylor falling out for the Colts in his playoff debut. Back and forth, the Buffalo leads at the half, 14-10 as we welcome back to our league. 5G built right for the NFL, only from Verizon. Back here with Boomer, Coach, and Phil. To the highlights we go. Well, what a turnaround for the Buffalo Bills. 96-yard drive at the end of the half. But Josh Allen's doing it with his arm down the field to Stephon Diggs. But he's doing so much of it with his legs. This is going to be like a quarterback sweep that's not there. Finds a way to throw the Dawson Knox to the touchdown. And how about this? Moving around on the run to his left. Great job of just dropping that on into Gabriel Davis on the sideline. Quarterback draw. Indianapolis getting good pressure up the field. So what do? They call the drop. Good job by Brian Daboll. And then the quarterback read. Josh Allen, good cut, power. Indianapolis has done a good job putting pressure on him, but it's his running and movement that has been the difference. On the other side, Phillip Rivers in the first half, no pressure right here. You're going to see him in the pocket. He is going to find T.Y. Hill. And then the start of the first half is Michael Pittman Jr. Watch this again.
All right, we're back. We are back. For Pittsburgh. I'm watching something, so I was not this TV again. Sorry. I was watching something. Anyway, what's it called? Buffalo and Indianapolis. And Buffalo has the 14-10 lead. They haven't controlled all the way, but they've been a little bit better.
For 19 minutes and 41 seconds in the first half. You take a look at the numbers right here. Guys, if you ask me, going for it on fourth down, that would be a questionable call about Frank Wright. But Philip Rivers had Michael Pittman open. He's got to hit him there. That's what you're paying that quarterback to do. The play was there. The play needed to be made, and it wasn't made. Indianapolis, what I'm worried about is my second half performances throughout the year. Their first half, they've been the second overall best offense in the NFL. The second half, they've gone on to the 27th best offense in the NFL. This is where I worry about Philip Rivers in the second half of the Colts offense. Go ahead, Bill. I definitely would pick the field there from my perspective because you're in this kind of game right now. And points are premium, particularly looking at the score being 14-10. But I think, again, neither quarterback has thrown an interception. That could be a factor as we talked about.
So we're just waiting here. Oh my God, I keep forgetting the TV's over there. So I still at the halftime report, not there yet for the game.
Blitzing early, which kind of surprised me, had success, and the Buffalo Bills, they have put zero pressure on Philip Rivers when you look at the first half. You said this thing about Brian Daboll, what he did, he made an adjustment to that first half because they were letting him get outside. They started coming up the field, the Indianapolis Colts defense. Then you call the quarterback draw right up the middle, and that's what happens when you have an athletic quarterback. You guys are fired up, and guess what? We get to do this tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, Super Wild Card Weekend continues, and the road back to the Super Bowl begins for Drew Brees, that is, and the Saints as they clash with Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears in Nolans. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern right here on CBS and simulcast on Nickelodeon with our colleague, it will be Nate Burleson. In regards to this comment, the game tomorrow, Drew Brees is going to have all his weapons back out. And Kamara's going to be out there. Michael Thomas is going to be out there. This is going to be a daunting task for the Bears to overcome all of that. And for the Indianapolis Colts, I'd say the second half of this game, stay with what you're doing. You're a control line scrimmage. You're the ball in less than 5 seconds. You got to get the ball in Josh Allen's way. Get on the field defensively. This game could come down to who has the ball last. Bill, good point. The weakness of the Buffalo Bills, they're not a big defense. They're fast. So what do you do with you? So, they have the best offensive lines in football in Indianapolis. Keep running that football at them. And
So I was talking about the Colts and how they've played. So, yeah, Colts have been good. Talk about their offensive line and everything, how they've played, and what a good team built up is this. Is this Indianapolis team from their offensive line.
What do you do with all your rage?
Only from Verizon.
So we're still waiting here.
Time in Orchard Park, with the Bills in front of the Colts 14-10. Start of the second half after this message.
For this-
From your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, the home of Super Bowl 55.
I think they may. I think they're going to be coming back to this game. Not sure. They might be starting soon, the second half. But when they do, I'll be sure to broadcast it. I think after these commercials.
Three, two, one. Open for business. Yay!
Let's all laugh together. Thursday starting 8/7 Central on CBS. Who could have seen this coming? Everyone?
Introducing Go Rewards, Stop and Shop's enhanced rewards program. You can earn points on just about everything you buy. To save even more on groceries or gas, go to stopandshop.com and start earning today. Only at Stop and Shop.
Cold and harsh conditions can make your winters brutal. So we push the available all-wheel drive technology in the Honda CR-V to the absolute limit. Challenging real-time all-wheel drive with intelligent control system against the worst elements imaginable. And proving why the CR-V can push you through those cold winter months. Contact your Honda dealer to learn
Oh,
more.
Josh, thank you. Good. Now that you're back, I can not just say things. I don't know if you watched but that first half was unbelievable. That first half was so great, and the Bills getting the ball back to start the second half, they have this 14-10 lead.
Unleash your potential.
Share more holiday joy than ever with Optimum. Now your family can get ultra-fast 300 meg internet and enjoy live TV and built-in streaming apps with Optimum's entertainment experience. All for the new low price of only $50 a month, now including free installation. We'll even share a $100 Visa prepaid card with you. Plus, you can add the Optimum Amplify smart speaker with high-fidelity sound for only $1 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Optimum.com to get your...
Nice.
Nature's Promise seafood products are 20%
Second half is starting soon. I'll be ready to stream it.
Buy one, get one free. Plus 20.
We're just a call away. There's only one Morgan Morgan for the people. Tune in on February 7th, the Pepsi Super Bowl 55 halftime show featuring The Weeknd. Grab and scan your Pepsi to get closer to the action and experience halftime like never before. Getting ready for second half action here in Western New York, 14-10. The Bills in front. Ian Eagle along with Charles Davis. We'll check in with Evan Washburn momentarily. It's the first of 6 wild card games this weekend in the NFL. Winner goes to the good playoff game since 1995, 6 straight losses. Your thoughts on that first half, CP?
Well, I think Indianapolis is wondering how they went into the half down.
Yeah.
They did everything they wanted to do in the first half, including controlling the clock, creating some big plays from Phillip Rivers and a few of the other guys. And somehow they're down in this game. I wouldn't be daunted about them, though. Continue on the same path, especially offensively, pitching those playmakers section football. And if I'm Josh Allen, I want my
3 plays that had to be reviewed, and the Bills driving all the way down. Yeah. And you got to see the stuff you can't teach Joshua Allen. That's the stuff you just can't. You go and you say they were that close to turning the ball over and doing all this, but also when he drew them offside, the last second, all he has to do is stand and bark, and if you create the right play, it's actually picked off and you get the ball back. Blankenship is getting ready to kick off. And here we go. Blankenship will kick this right into the end zone. It'll be returned past the 10, past the 15, past the 20. And we taken back down past the 27. At the 27-yard line of Buffalo's own is where the Bills will be starting. Up by 4. Yes. 4 days left to wait. And after Sunday, we'll have a 2-day absence from streaming. Technically, I could stream something on Monday, the national championship. I got it wrong. It wasn't last Monday. It's this Monday. I could stream that, but I'm not going to. And then Tuesday, but then Wednesday starts the big one. I'll be watching a lot of those games, and I'll be streaming Vancouver, Edmonton. And Tommy actually might be able to come by and broadcast with me. I'm not sure. Thinking about it, though. Second and 8. Allen. Pump fake. Throws over the middle. Powerful. Right through the hands. Out of bounds. It'll be third down. Yeah, me too. Also, they showed some stat as that might have been deflected. It goes right through his hand. Just right through his hands. They showed some stat, which was kind of interesting, that it may be 3 games. It may be there's a few days where there just be 1 game. It may be 9. But every single day of the regular season, there will be at least 1 NHL game. So there'll always be some hockey to watch past Wednesday. Here is a throw to Cole Beasley, who gets past the first down marker. And the Bills move the chains. Really, man, I'm excited to play Seattle. I'm excited for that rivalry. You know that the first 3 years we're just going to win most of those games pretty well. I'm excited for the rivalry. Here's thrown and caught too. And it'll be fun for the Vancouver rivalry too, because remember that my friend Tommy's going to be a fan of Seattle. So for that rivalry, because we're friends, and for the rivalry in general, to see Vancouver beat Seattle is going to be an awesome thing. Also, though, this will be the last season with these divisions, and the last season until we get October to April NHL, which, I don't mind watching NHL into July. Of course I don't, but it will be nice next year to have the regular with fans and everything when that happens. Here's Allen throwing it up high and caught. First down, Bills. What a catch by Watkins. Or no, Diggs. Sammy Watkins wore 14 and was a big jumping receiver. So for some reason, I thought that was him. TJ Carey is injured right now. And they're going to go to commercial. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. Will you excuse me? I'm just going to leave for a second.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G and on nationwide 5G from AT&T.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd you say?
Wrong person. You got it, Carl. He's very excited on his lap.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deals, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
You push your body hard in the name of fitness. Sure, it's for a good cause. But a good cause shouldn't mean sacrificing a good time.
Do we really need a sign to live, not to love? Yes. The answer is no. I do not like the homeowners.
Nope. Chloe, no. No. Joaquin. It just takes practice. Give it a shot.
Aha.
Stupid, huh? Just to make me.
All right, I'm back. But I don't know how to describe. Give me a second. I don't know. Kraken Bruins? I don't know anyone who likes Seattle and Boston. Like my friend Campbell, who likes Boston, likes the. Oh no, I gotta put something away again.
Oh my goodness. This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of all rights. All use of this broadcast and makes it to the accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions.
As I was saying, I don't know anyone who likes the Kraken and Boston. As my friend Campbell, who likes Boston, likes the Devils, the Bruins, and Washington. But yeah, I don't get Kraken and Rangers. Yeah. Kraken, well, I told you, I hate all of my friend Tommy's teams because not only does he like Seattle and the Rangers, but his third team is Edmonton, which you also don't like. I'm okay with though. Allen hands off and fakes it. It was almost stopped, but then he got a few yards. And then goes the Bills. The Bills running back for a few yards. It was second down. Yeah, I have likable teams. And there's a Allen handoff for a few yards, and not there though. Fourth down coming up for the Bills as Allen could just not get there, and he got taken down for close at the 30, and the Bills will be punting now, guys. And a field goal. No, they didn't punt. They kick it in. A field goal made and a 17-10 lead for the Bills. And I did like a touchdown celebration as a field goal kicker. No, I did not have a PS2 when I was a kid. I only ever had one PS system. It was a PS3 or 4. I don't remember which. That my brother gave me because he was done using it. I was never given one. I never played or was ever into PS stuff. I have an Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I'll tell you what devices I have. I have an Xbox 360, which I still like to use a lot. An Xbox One. I've got a Wii. I've got the Nintendo Switch, obviously. I have that. What other stuff? The computer, of course. It's not really a video game. Nintendo Switch, and I have an old Game Boy that was my brother's, but I don't use it. I don't have any good games for it. But my favorite device that I have, that I still use to this day, is an original Nintendo DS, like the ones that came out in 2006. I have that, and I have a bunch of games for that. And, they stopped making games strictly for not the 3DS, but the regular Nintendo DS, like Lite, the original one. They stopped making those at like 2013. So there's not really, unless they're older games, there's not really any games you can get for them. But that's like my favorite device. I have an Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and that old PS2 that you still play on. Oh, nice. What do you? Well, since you're talking about video games, we'll go that way. What do you play on? Since I'm not going to ask PS2 because I don't have one. But what do you play on your Nintendo Switch? I play on all my old devices. I don't really play Wii anymore, but everything else. Kickoff for the Bills. They lead by 17. Some flag got thrown up. And this will go out of the end zone for a touchback. There's 11:05 to go. The Colts getting the ball back. If you missed what I said, I was just asking you what games you play on your Nintendo Switch. There's a handoff. Up the middle, close to the 30. Their own 30 for Indy with 10:50 left in the third, 2nd and 7.
Where does Indianapolis' mindset stand right now? Look, in playoff football, you will get guys who will emerge out of nowhere and become heroes, but really you ride your stars. From Indianapolis is number 28, Jonathan Taylor. Right now, it's going to go ahead and get back to Pittman. Or to find more opportunities for number 13, T.Y. Hilton. Second down and 7 for the Colts.
Bills blitz, but it's picked up with the running back block and then a deflection off of Pascal, and it'll be 3rd and 7. Interesting play. Nice. On the Switch, I don't actually play sports games. I love sports video games, but I don't play it on the Switch. I play it on the Xbox. So on the Switch, I only have 3 games. I have Smash Bros, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and Pokemon Shield. On the Xbox One, I play NBA 2K, Madden, NHL, FIFA, and I think I play also that game with the Star Wars game where it's like a battle royale kind of. I forget what it's called. I play that game a lot too. Thrown, caught, close to the marker. Jack Doyle. Sorry for that. As is mine. My favorite Xbox game is definitely NHL. No question. Although my favorite video game of all time, and I actually play it a lot more than the recent games, is my favorite sports video game of all time and Xbox video game of all time is NHL 13, which I love playing. I still have it, and I still have the 360, and that game is awesome. That was, I think, the last video game broadcasted with the ESPN crew. I forget their names. 1st down and 10 for the Colts, who are screaming that they got a timeout, and they do get a timeout, so no delay of game call. First timeout of the half for the Colts, who get it in, so they will take their timeout and try to look things over. NHL 06 now. I think NHL 13 was my first sports video game, or yeah. NBA 2K13, I don't know where it is in my house, but I have that game as well. That's another great game, and I don't know if they had this challenge on... They didn't have this challenge on the game, but if you ever got the NBA 2K13 app, because there actually was one, you can't download it now, but... if you ever got that on like your iPad or phone or whatever, there was a mode where they would give you like different players, like 8 different NBA players and 8 different games, and you had to do all the things that they did in their games. Like it was like Jordan, and you had to score 26 points, 6 assists, and 2 blocks against like the Knicks. It was really fun. Here's Rivers, throws over the middle. Doyle is going to fall down close. I rides for more like a snake, but I think he was knocked down before the marker. We'll see the first down marker to game. And he doesn't play action fake to the running back Taylor, but I don't know. He wasn't knocked down, but Taylor is drawing attention for the first time in this game. Though the most points that can be had offensively in one play, a touchdown in one drive, a touchdown, unless of course they use a 2-point conversion, can't take the lead as it had earlier. It can only tie it, and that's what Indianapolis is looking for, a tying touchdown. Taylor takes the running play, and it'll be second down. This third quarter winds through. Why I mentioned the PS2? Seattle winning the cup of PS as the RSOD. Okay, I don't know what the RSOD is, though. I had the PS, but I played like NFL 08 on the PS for like 30 minutes. That was like it. That's the most I've ever played on a PS system ever. And I think it actually was the PS3 for me, not the PS4. Right, yeah, it was the PS3. Because I used the PS3, and like a week after my brother gave it to me, the PS4 came out. And now, of course, the PS5 is out. That's the big thing now is the PS5. But the only video game like a system I would get is maybe the next Xbox system, or if they've got some like cool new Nintendo or like a Nintendo throwback thing. Like I love playing the Nintendo products. Here is Rivers trying to draw him off, although they get the ball. Ball came a little late, but they said that he did get it. Here's a throw, and that'll be a first down. It's the big target that they had on that scoring drive. Knox, and we have the same issue where the Colts have been confronting the back judge that they're going to snap the ball. So it's just this whole thing where the ball gets snapped where it looks like to the viewer where it gets snapped at after 0, but it really doesn't or something. I'm not sure of the rule. I will look at it. Here is the handoff. Phillip Rivers gives it over for a few yards. It'll be second down. So I guess you're just waiting for it to load, I guess. I saw it. I thought it was like a button. Since I was a kid and I didn't have PS and I didn't get the Xbox till I was 13, which is a kid, but it's still not really a kid. My RSOD was when you see the black, I think it was black, it might have been white, I'm not sure, the screen of the Wii, and it's doing that ding, ding, ding sound, and you see the thing go, please insert the disc. Please insert the disc. And this disc cannot read, and like you have to like wipe the disc or blow on the disc or whatever, and you keep hearing that annoying ding, ding, ding sound for the Wii. That was my, that's the bane of my existence. That's my white whale. That's my RSOD. If I don't know if you remember that or know that, but that was my thing. Rivers throws low. I think it was caught. It was past the 20. Colts into the red zone. You know, also the reason on that one was because, again, I got the PS when I was like 16, and then I like sold it. I got the Xbox when I was 13, but I got the Wii when I was like 7 or 8. Like I was a kid, and I played so many games on that. I probably have more Wii games than anything else, than any other, like more than Xbox. Than here's Rivers handoff, and a few big tackles, and then tackle down for about 4 yards. No, please insert a PlayStation means your game broke. Oh. No, we didn't do that, I don't think. I don't think it ever told you if your game was broke. If your game was broke, it just you put it in 10 times and it just never worked, and you had to go to the game whatever. My mind is fried today. You know where you get GameStop and say, hey, my game doesn't work. Drop behind the line, and then fell on it, but they said incomplete anyway. That was Taylor to try to catch it. But if you put it in 10 times, you would know that it was big. But you had to have like the same side in. It was like face down or whatever, the disc in. And if you were playing like every day or a lot, it wasn't it wasn't your thing. But I will tell you, and I still play it today, but I played it a lot when I was a kid. My favorite device to play, like not just like that, like an Xbox or a PS or whatever. But my favorite device to play is Rivers throws incomplete over Pittman Jr. It'll be 4th down, and looks like the field goal team is coming out. But my favorite device to play, bar none, I still love to play it, is the original Nintendo DS. And I have a ton of Nintendo games. I love to play that. That's definitely one of my favorites. I don't have all the DS games at home. I left a bunch of them at school in a drawer, but when I get back to school, I can probably take pictures of like all the Nintendo games I have. Here's Blankenship, the kick, hit the post. It's out. It hit the post. Rodrigo Blankenship hits the post, and they don't even get any points. Indianapolis on a 14-play long drive. They get stymied on 4th down with a field goal kick that hits the upright, and Buffalo roars. Midway into this third quarter, late in the third quarter with 3:32 to go, Buffalo's in business, up 7.
Those custom size basic shoes are a valid expense for a circus party. That's funny. If we get a strand in Virginia and Maryland, do we file in each state? With large patches in both? Yes. I'll even file for you. I do. File with the help of an expert. Or let an expert file for you. Intuit TurboTax Live.
So they can be trusted like never before. By setting a new standard.
Scratches, and I like to eat a lot when I play the Wii. I like to eat a lot anyway. So the other thing is, for me, it wouldn't be scratches. I mean, I'd see scratches, but for me, it was pretty much a lot of smudges also on the disc, on the gray side, not on the color of the thing, not the thing that would say like Wii Party, but like the smudges on the silver side of the disc. That would be not fun. Yeah. That's again, I don't know if you ever had a Nintendo DS. Yeah, you have to let me know if you had a Nintendo DS, because if you didn't, I don't know if you'll get this as much. But if you did, this will be funny because this always happens to me. Yeah, Josh, you have to let me know if you had one, because if you didn't have one, you might not get it. But if you had one, you definitely will get it. Not like a 3DS, but like the regular Nintendo DS. And not a Game Boy Advance, because it kind of has to do with the Game Boy Advance. That's funny. Josh Allen, shotgun snap, fakes the screen. He's going to take a run for himself. Allen's still pushing. Allen is close to the marker. Second and short. You're the regular DS. Okay. Then you'll remember this. There were GBA packs, which I can't even say this correctly because I'm laughing in my head. I know exactly what I'm going to say. Let's wait for the next play because I'm trying not to laugh. Here's Allen, a handoff to Moss. Moss is stopped. It'll be third now. So, actually, I'll wait till the end of the third down, and then I'll tell you what I was going to say. It's like really funny. 3rd and 1, so he did get back to the line. And a first down thrown to Diggs. Short. It's 1st and 10. So, here's what it was. So, GBA packs are short for Game Boy Advance packs that you would have. So you would get games that are Game Boy Advance games. And when the Nintendo DS came out, it had the first slot that you would put like the little tiny cartridge in. You also, the Game Boy Advance, if you remember, was larger and had. Actually, you know what? I'll continue this at commercial. Let me wait till commercials. This is thrown short, and it'll be 2nd down. Because commercial's coming soon, because the third quarter is almost over. So once we get there, I will explain more of what would happen with the GBA packs, because this is another of those things that it wouldn't necessarily be broken, but it'd be very annoying. Yeah. But I'll explain more once we get to commercial, because I'll not be missing plays. 2nd and 8. Allen stepping up, short throw, past the 40, past the 45, 1st down. Buffalo. They can run. They'll probably have to run 2 plays, and then they can just walk off the field to the end of the third quarter. Remember, the Bills haven't won a playoff game since 1995. They haven't won. Buffalo itself hasn't won. Buffalo Sports hasn't won a playoff game since Game 5 of the 2011 Conference quarterfinals, Flyers and Sabres. And Buffalo hasn't won a game as in a playoff series, because this is basically a playoff series, since Game 6 of the 2007 Eastern Conference semifinals between the Rangers and Buffalo Sabres. Allen motions again in the shotgun. Remember that year, the Buffalo sports team had the best record in the entire league. Allen has to snap it. I don't know what's happening. Timeout, I think they called. They call a timeout just as the quarter ends. So we're going to the third quarter. It's over. We're going to the fourth. Buffalo 15 minutes away from advancing. So here we go. GBA packs were Game Boy Advance games that you would get. Now, the Game Boy Advance was much larger than Nintendo DS. So the Game Boy Advance, you would just slide them through. Now, to get Nintendo DS games are much smaller. They're a little bigger than the Switch games, but the 3DS, the Switch, they've all had tiny cartridges. But the GBA games were not tiny cartridges. So you get big cartridges for Game Boy Advance games to put into the Nintendo DS, and you could play the GBA packs on the Nintendo DS like the Game Boy Advance. And not only that, but the games that I would play in the Nintendo DS, they reacted and connected very vividly with the Game Boy Advance games. Like, you could use the Game Boy Advance games to progress in the game. Like, I had 2 Game Boy Advance games. I had Sonic and I had Crash the Bandicoot. I never played those. Here are the other Game Boy Advance games I had. Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Leaf Green, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Ruby. Now, I'll just go through this quickly because I don't know if you care. But in the Nintendo DS Pokemon games, you could use the GBA games to get characters and guys that you couldn't normally in the regular story by transferring them over. So when you go into the Nintendo DS start screen, it would say, do you want to transfer stuff from the GBA? The GBA would always, you'd never get that start screen, or you push in the GBA and you turn on the screen and it says turning off. You're going to turn on. You turn on and it would say there's no GBA game selected. And the stupid thing is in the machine, completely moved in the machine, or sometimes they break. So I have one game. Hold on a second. Let me show you. I can actually show you right now. It's when Nintendo DS is right over here. I think it's here. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Here we go. So, let me show you. This is my Nintendo DS that I have. So here you go. See, look. Here's the small game. This is one of my GBAs. You know what? Let's wait to continue this into commercial again. Because this is the craziness that I have with this machine, even though it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I will show you this, some crazy stuff. Josh Allen throws this short, close to the first down. They pick up the first down, close to the 40. But I think it was even funnier because most GBA games, it was just annoying, and you couldn't, and you know, they would never come into the DS, and it'd be very annoying. But like, you would get a GBA game of like NBA 2K, and then you'd have your Nintendo DS game of whatever. Like, it doesn't connect. Like, with these games, the Pokemon games, they connect into the storyline if you want to have them connect. So if that's going to be annoying, that's going to make you a little upset. Colts are saying they have the ball. Handoff. Moss is down. Indianapolis sideline is screaming that they've got the ball, that Buffalo fumbled. There are more players running down the field. The referees have not completely said Moss is down. Anyway, Moss is down holding his hip. Now, they are saying, Indianapolis is saying that this is a fumble. The referee has not. Now, the elbow goes down, and then the ball bounces. The referee has not stated anything, really. It has not said if this is what has happened. Moss is down and injured. They'll make the call later. All right, here we go. So then you have this GBA game where it's like, it's hard to see, but oh my God. But I don't know if you could see this, but if you look really closely under the disc, there's like compartments, and one is off the string, and I had to basically stuff it in there. And so now you get this. Right? You have to really push it. And sometimes this happens. There is no game pack in. We can clearly see that it's in. There is no game pack in. Enjoyably frustrating, isn't it? When you want to just play a video game and you push the thing in and you're pushing and you're doing this and it says there's no game pack for. Like, it's ridiculous, especially if, like my games, if you want to make this bring in characters to this. Nope. So that's fun. That's video games. That's my red screen. And that's enjoyable. But we can both say that putting a game pack or red screen is not as frustrating as Seattle. Yeah, I thought it was broken too. Listen, let me tell you a story. So when I got these game packs, I always had them. I told you the game packs I got. I'll tell them again. I got Crash the Bandicoot one. I got Spyro the Dragon one. I got Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Leaf Green, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Ruby. I always had the two Spyro and the Bandicoot, and Crash the Bandicoot, and I always had the Ruby, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I lost Pokemon Sapphire somewhere. I don't know when. I don't know where. I lost it. No idea when. I think when I was like 10. I don't know where I lost it. I'm never going to get it again. It doesn't matter. But I also lost another little game that doesn't matter, and another game called Emerald. And Moss is on the cart right now. He is injured going to the locker room. They still have not made the call. Zach Moss, 21 rushing yards, 26 reception yards, total yards 27. And I also lost Emerald, which is this game. But I don't know, 2 months ago I found it somewhere. I don't even know. I can't even remember where I found it. But I found it, and I hadn't had this game for 9 years. I must have lost it like 9 years ago, and I refound it. It was broken, though. It wasn't broken, but, like, stuff was, like, piling out of it. Like, there were, like, compartments, technology stuff. Allen pressured. Allen throwing. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo! Diggs from an Allen toss. The first play of number 4. And the Bills, the first team in this game to extend the lead. They lead by 17 now. Lead with an extra point will be 24-10 in favor of Buffalo. There goes the head slap and the hug between the former Cowboy and the face of this franchise. Kick is good. Over the top, and after Indianapolis missed the kick off the crossbar, Buffalo leads by 17. So they'll be kicking off now. Back to that. There was stuff piling out of the GBA. I don't know what. Wires, discs, something weird. Piling out of the cartridge. So I pushed it in, and several times I pushed it into the DS, and it was like broken. So I was like, I found Sapphire Emerald, but I can't use it. Then, like a month ago, I pushed it in, and I turned on my DS, and I was like, oh, this is Emerald, but it doesn't work because I'll tell my roommate this. And it said, oh, we can detect the GBA. It was like, GBA here, Pokemon Emerald. I'm like, what? Now you can see it? So sometimes I'll turn this on with this in, and it'll say, there's no GBA. And sometimes it'll have the game. I don't know. The good thing is with most of these old games, I don't know if you know this, DS games and stuff, you can play them on the computer or download them on the computer. And you can also find ROM hacks of them, which are people that have created the same game but have put in different things and made them harder. After 10 years. Yeah. And the other game, Ruby, that I had, that I've had since I got it. Like, I got it like in 2008, even though it came out in 2002. I've had it since 2008. I've never lost it. Never lost it. I've always had it. Emerald, I lost. But I know you're not really into Pokemon, but both games they're not the same. They're very similar. The Emerald was made in 2005. It's a remake. They put in a bit. They don't even put in new characters, but they put in different events and stuff you can do. They make it a little more fun, but the games aren't that much different from each other. Rivers is back to pass, and he throws to the dirt. It's not quite. The games are not quite different. So that was kind of funny. But anyways, I was saying is these games, any Nintendo game that you like, including some like 2K or whatever, you can find them online. You can play them online or ROM hacks, which people create to make them harder. You can find them online now. So I love playing the DS, but it's really unless you have a Switch, like an old DS is kind of obsolete. If you have the bandwidth on your computer to download games on your computer, you can play it literally on your laptop. It's really cool. Handoff for Hines, who's broken away from the pack. Hines with the big rush into the Buffalo bench. Hines with a huge, huge play, and Indianapolis moves the chains. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But that's my story about video games and stupidity. Now, Nintendo Switch games and that other Nintendo device that they had, the Wii U or whatever, you can't download those games on the computer because they're new, they're very hard to download. And Nintendo 3DS games are also incredibly hard to download, but you can find. But in a few years, they'll probably do that. Here's a handoff for Taylor for stiff arm, and he bursts out of bounds. First down, Indy. Interesting, Pascal with a block. But anyway, if you're wondering, any game from like 85 to 2012 that's a Nintendo game, you can easily find, play, or download on the internet. So there's that. And this isn't like some illegal thing. Like I'm not going to get in trouble for saying this. It isn't something illegal that I'm saying. It's legitimately fine to download them. It's not like music illegal downloading or stuff like that. No, not at all. Here's Rivers throwing over the middle. Pascal, first down into the Buffalo red zone with 12:38 to go in the fourth. Indianapolis, although they've been really not playing well, they're within 7 if they score a touchdown here, extra point. Rivers, short throw incomplete. Pittman Jr., who dives down again. I love how all PS2 discs that have tiny scratches can easily be read by a computer, and the PlayStation will have a problem. Oh, yeah. I put it away, but that's that. You can clearly see that the GBA is in the device. But no. Also, I have devices that don't have the disc problem. That's like I told you, the disc was falling out. Like Pokemon Ruby is completely fine. And it will, as that's a throw short. But sometimes I'll push it in and it'll say it's not in. Other issues I completely forgot about is I'll have a save file on one of my GBA games, then I'll put it in another GBA game, and it'll say, warning, you cannot save on this file because the disc is full for the other GBA game. What? Thrown short, touchdown, Pascal. Indianapolis is back in it. Phillip Rivers steps up. Bounce to the pocket. There's the short throw. There's the end. And Johnson defensively, I should have caught him. And yes, he should have. And you know what? The running game, either by running or catching running back, catching passes, has mystified the Buffalo defense because when it's worked, Indianapolis has done well. Blankenship. This is good. Well, that's a penalty flag, actually. They have to redo the kick. It's not Chicago's goal horn. It's the Indianapolis Fuel from the ECHL, I think? I don't know. It's one of those minor hockey leagues. I know it's not the AHL, but I think it's the ECHL. So that's the Indianapolis Fuel. So that's the deal because it's the Colts. Anyway, yeah, that didn't save. Oh, here we go.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Indianapolis has opted to go to the other spot. From the 2 to the 1, we will run the try.
They're going to redo this. Oh, interesting. So Buffalo was down. So Buffalo was on a neutral zone infraction. Instead of saying, "Oh, we'll take the shorter field goal," whatever, they're going to go for it with a 2-point conversion, which is a gutsy play in the playoffs. If they don't get it, they're down by 8. If they get it, they're down by 6. 3 of 5 on 2-point conversions in this regular season. Here's the handoff. Short. Taylor never got there. Indianapolis now is is now down by 8 points with 11:32 to play. Defensive gem by Buffalo. So the Bills give up a touchdown, but because of an interesting play and a great defensive play, they are up by 8. So here we go. I wanted to still continue. So they had the saving problem would happen with that, and it's not like, oh, it happened 10 years ago. Literally, I was playing a game. I played Ruby. I put it away. I played another game, Fire Red. I put it in, and I saved like early in the game. Like it's pretty early in the game. Like only 50 minutes into playing, and it said, "Oh, you can't save. The file is full," which means that it can only save. It's because I had like 20 saves in the other Ruby game, so that was weird. And then I forget what else happened. Oh. That there's another thing that happened with the GBAs that's crazy. Well, sometimes I'll turn it on, turn it off, and then it'll like wipe off the file. Even if I've saved, it'll just wipe off the file, which is insane because it's like low storage or whatever. The other thing that'll happen is I told you those games interact with the Nintendo DS games where you can bring characters from to and from. I've been trying to, or they do other stuff in the game too. Like they're very interactive. I've been trying to do it ever since I was like a little kid, and it worked. It hasn't worked. Like the main menu, apparently, unless it's like, I don't know, super old cartridge, it doesn't fit. So I tried to go to the main menu and I looked up how to like transfer. It doesn't let me transfer. It's insane. It's very. Video games are quite enjoyable, and this is kind of like why I like watching Twitch, because you don't have to. You can give like hints to people, and you can kind of say, "Oh, you should do this. This is cool," but you don't have to deal with the craziness that technology of video games just bother me. Like, and not just video games. Like I was on the computer creating videos for my YouTube channel, not streaming like this, but actually creating videos, like the Chata video I did, and. You don't understand how frustrating, like, iMovie and computers are. Everybody goes, iMovie's cool. iMovie's like the simple thing. No, it's not that. It's not that simple. Not when you're trying to upload a bunch of videos in to make a mega video. Because most people make iMovies that last 5 minutes. If you've watched my videos, and I don't mean my live streams, but like my videos I create on YouTube, if you've ever watched them, most of the NHL highlight stuff go to an hour, and like the goal stuff, like I've had videos that have gone like an hour and 50. Again, not talking streaming, talking like playoff goals. So that's a lot of content. It's dropped out of the end zone, and then it'll just be taken for a touchback for Buffalo. 11:32 to go. Buffalo guarding a 8-point lead, will be getting the ball back. All right, Oklahoma, Kansas, college basketball. I don't care. Really don't care. So you've seen these videos, how long they could be. So you're not creating like I know a Twitch user who said he creates videos. He created videos and stuff for like he created stuff with iMovie, and it was like kind of easy, and he created it for school and stuff when he was like 5 years ago when he was like in high school. It's like creating a senior lip sync video for 5 minutes is a lot different from creating a 90-minute video on playoff goals that are hard to find, scored in like 2006 or whatever. Right? Not 06. I'll be making that soon. But it's a lot different. Especially when you have to use different YouTube converters. It's a lot different. Like for the Chata video I just did, I had to have different websites up to tell me like what games he had points and then what the assists were, which is pretty hard to do. Here is Diggs running free past the 40, close to the 45 of Buffalo. First down, Bills. I'm not sure when this game will end because I believe the LA game is going to start at 4:40. So I don't want to, because I've been streaming for so long and just, I would like to have a little bit of a break for that game, even if it's like only 10 minutes. I would like to have a little bit of a break for that game and then start another stream. I don't want to just jump into that game. Kind of want to take a rest. And this is caught to the 40 by Beasley. Pick up for the Bills. Not saying I don't like this, and I mean I love this, but I just I would like a break, not from the stream today or anything, just from I just don't want to go into 2 straight games. I'd like to have like a 10-minute, 4:40 Eastern. I know, so I know what it is. I'm just saying it's like what? It's just a bit over an hour away, so I'm hoping this game kind of flows through pretty quickly. So. Because I'd love like a 20-minute break, or I could just put on like Twitch or something and drink some water. Because I'm eating like some salty food right now. My throat's very dry. And I could also rest my throat because I'll be calling emphatically. Here's Allen in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Bull needs to get to the 30 for a first down. The Indianapolis 30. They drop back. And since they did drop back, that took some room for a screen that got some yardage. It's 3rd down. Think they're in field goal range. They might be just outside it. Field goal range would be huge here because then it would be an 11-point lead. You'd have 2 different possessions because it's still a first possession itself. I can't really turn off my camera. I would just turn off the stream once it's done. I would just can't end this stream and then get the hat of the team that I'm picking next. Like put that on, create the stream, and then just have. What I might do next is I might like get my hat quickly, put the stream, get the stream, and then put and then you know where I put on the live stream, but there's like you can see that there's a stream coming. You don't know when because I don't give the time because I can't without a certain program. I might just sit it there and then I'll click go live when it's like 4:44 or something. I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. Fourth and 6. Whoa! 4th and 6. Bills are going for it. Again, they're actually going for it because they can't draw offside because now it would just be 4th and 1. Timeout. And it's a timeout taken by the Bills. The first of the half. Interesting thing. Teams will do that. Like they'll do it on 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Now, you can get a team to jump. You don't get a first down. You get a 4th down that you think you can achieve. You get 4th and 1, 4th and 2, but
So, Charles, what do? You got a 4th and 6. I mentioned that you could try a long field goal.
4th and 6, and Josh Allen is getting back out there. And now I think he just got called by the coach, so we don't want you to do this right now. He just turned his head a little bit. They are going for Tyler Bass for a long kick. This would put the Bills up 11 with 8:13 to go in the game. It's just a Titanic kick right now, guys. It's just a Titanic kick. If he misses it, the Colts have decent field position, only down by 8. If he makes it, it's a 2-possession game. 54-yard attempt, yes. But it's really big because you look where he is. Bass, the kick. Whoa, that is a high kick. That is all the way up, and that's beautiful. There is the Division III kicker, his celebration. What a field goal. And the Bills are going excited on the bench and really excited their fans on the stands. 27-16, Buffalo leads by 11, and that could be a dagger close to the heart for Indianapolis. 8:08 left in the fourth.
As a young man foster care, I didn't always make the best decisions. I spent almost 9 years in and out of the prison system. Companies really didn't want to take a chance on someone with a history like mine. But construction and background, and within 3 to 4 days of searching on Indeed, I was offered a job. I was completely open about where I've been, and they still gave me an opportunity to prove to them that I can make something of myself.
Don't let them come around. Don't let the attention to detail convince you that a Honda is a delicate machine. You'd be wrong. Underneath every surface that carries a Honda badge, there has always been the capacity to amaze. From the core of everything you have ever built, all the way to the top of where you want to go. Rise to the challenge of rugged performance, the Honda Pilot, Passport, and Refine.
Verizon lets you have it all.
You don't just get Verizon 5G, you get amazing entertainment.
Get 5G from America's most reliable network and the best in entertainment. Now, new and existing customers with select unlimited.
Yeah, they're going to have to score. I don't know if they have to score quickly, but this drive that they're on is going to have to score.
Plus, Hulu and ESPN+ are all included.
With Verizon, you get so much more than just a great network.
Unlimited plans include 5G. Plus, you get one of our best phones when you buy one. Only on Verizon.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. When you drive less, you pay less. You'll pay for miles insurance from Allstate. You've never been better. Allstate.
Yeah, probably.
There's only one original stuffed crust, and it's only from Pizza Hut. The only place that gives you up to 3 toppings on your original stuffed crust for just $11.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the rugged truck and SUV lineup from Honda. Verizon, the network more people rely on. And by Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. The Buffalo lead is 11. Just over 8 minutes to play.
No, you definitely don't.
Longest field goal by a rookie.
Tyler Bass boots this out, the longest field goal by a rookie in playoff year. Almost, it was dropped and then picked up and then returned past the 20. And before they get to the 25, good coverage by the Bills. Here's Rivers motioning some more. Rivers still wanting the snap. Has to get it quickly. Now Will. Handoff. Hines. Gets brought down just past the line of scrimmage. Indianapolis, this should be noted, has only one timeout left. The Bills, if they get the ball back here, they can force a punt or whatever, especially if they don't score Indianapolis. This would be the drive to just cut down the time. Here is a play made off of Doyle by the captain of this Bills defense. It's third down, 7:30 left in this game, this playoff game. Tremaine Edmonds is the captain of this Buffalo defense, and you can see why. I picked Indianapolis before the season started to go to the AFC Championship game. That might not happen. Not sure yet, though, as Rivers takes a big step back and throws over the middle. Caught! Past the 40 to the 41-yard line of Indianapolis by Burton. But here come the boos in Buffalo. Remember, regardless of what happens, Buffalo will have a home game next week if they can win this game here. Here's a run back by Hines. Broke a few tackles. Hines, stiff arm. Hines brought down at the 26-yard line, I think, of Buffalo. First down for him. Clock continues to run. They've got the 2-minute warning to work with here, though. Here's Rivers. Rivers steps up and throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Doyle! And here is where the significance of the two-point conversion not working comes into play, because they are down by, they'll be down by 4. Yeah, let's see how much 4 here. As that is Doyle catching the touchdown pass. In Indianapolis with 6:13, 5 plays. They're going for 2. They're going for 2. Rivers has a lot of receivers out. Trying to get within 2. They're down by 5. Here's the throw. And Doyle again. Jack Doyle to the back of the end zone. They are a field goal away from tying this playoff game. What a game it's been. 6:13 to play. This is the drive for Buffalo. This is the drive where you work Indy to the ground. You try to take as much clock as possible because Jack Doyle got both feet in, and he has made this a field goal game. There's the 1 foot, there's the 2 feet, and then obviously he's got the catch there. And he makes a good point here. Josh, he makes a really nice point that this was a quick drive, which, if it's a long drive, that takes a lot of confidence out of a defense's sails. But you know what? If it took 4 to 5 minutes, you feel good because you only have that much time to block. But this time, didn't take that much time, and they get the points. You don't necessarily want quick points at around, especially in a playoff game, but at this stage of the game, down multiple digits, you did. Blankenship. Taken out of the end zone. Past the 5, past the 10, past the 15, hurdled past the 20, and got tripped down to the 25. They'll put him at the 24-yard line. They lost to New England in the second round. I always thought they won and lost the conference final. But How about the fact that Buffalo winning 37-22, last time the Bills have won a playoff game against Miami, that was the last time they won a playoff game. How about the fact that it almost became Buffalo-Miami in the wild card? Again, it almost did. But we have Buffalo-Indianapolis, and what a close game this is. Allen throwing over the middle. Caught. Gabriel Davis. And that'll give 3 more chances to get a first down for Buffalo. And remember, Indianapolis can only stop the clock once. So there's still a 2-minute warning. Buffalo can... They should be able to mark down, get the third down here if, you can't stop the clock with your arm, though, if you can help it. Here's Josh Allen. Allen gets out of there. Allen is sacked. Let's see if Indy calls timeout here. Sorry for that. My throat. This is why I need to get a drink of water. But Allen gets out, and Allen is sacked by the Colts defense, their front 4. And Danico Hawtrey and Houston were the guys that made the tackle. See, you're back. Less than 4:50 to go. It's 2nd and 15. Allen runs away from the screen. Allen steps up, throws, caught. Diggs, he's pushed out of bounds, but Stephon Diggs makes a huge play. It'll stop the clock, but it's a huge catch. And Diggs took a hit. But a 21-yard reception on 2nd down, and Allen that was a big pump fake play. Thinking, guy on you, do you run to get more yards, or do you go for the catch? You go for the catch. That's a clear completion, and Buffalo, their receivers, their weapons didn't come alive till about the last 3 minutes of play in the second quarter, but they are here, and they are here to stay, it looks like, in the playoffs. Allen, play action fake. They on-rush, thrown incomplete. That wasn't a great decision. Looking for Knox. It'll be 2nd and 10. I see your back. They're on the Indianapolis 47. They've got to get to the Colt 37 for a first down. Gabriel Davis is out wide. He's caught some tremendous balls in this game. Here's a handoff for a first down. And a handoff for a first down is a magical play with defenses having, with the team having less than 3 timeouts, and you're up in the playoffs. And that wasn't said well. What I mean is, it's a running play for a first down is fantastic. If you're a team winning by a few points and you're needing as much time to go by as possible, and they have less than 3 timeouts to go, because then you get the first down, the 3 downs, and you didn't waste any time on a pass. I don't think the Bills really even want to try to get to a field goal here. I mean, they'd like to get for a touchdown, but you'd also like to get to a point where they only have 1 timeout. Allen gets out of a sack. Allen is losing yards. He lost the ball. The ball is loose. I think the Bills have it, but they lost a ton of yards. Buffalo leapt on that ball. The clock is continuing to run. They lost a ton of yards. Allen almost a turnover, but the Bills pounced on it, and that was a heartbreaking play if you were a Buffalo fan. And it's a good thing, too. The time should be noted because the fumble happened at about 3:35 in this game. Under 2 minutes, a stupid play in the NFL that must go away stays in the NFL, and that is that if it's fumbled, actually, never mind. It wouldn't have counted in this point, but if it's fumbled forward, this was fumbled backward. But if it's fumbled forward behind 2 minutes, as Buffalo calls their second timeout on second and 33, only the fumbler can recover the ball. But that's fumble forward. So actually, that rule wouldn't have applied anyway. But I believe that play needs to go away like now. Hold on. That is a rule in the NFL that if the ball is fumbled forward and it's under 2 minutes, 2 minutes or under, that is you can't. Here's Allen throwing over the middle. Incomplete. It's third down. Indianapolis probably calls timeout here. Not here, but afterwards. Colts do have a chance at this on 3rd and 33, and no matter what happens, probably call timeout. Buffalo's got to get into some range to try to score some points. Allen fakes, throws, caught. Moss. Now, this is way short of a first down, but this should be noted. That it was a completion, so the clock will run. I think Indianapolis just called their final timeout. 2:38 is what the game clock will be. Just give me a second. So the Bills will punt now due to that big loss. Although it's still in the Bills' favor, Colts cannot stop the clock. They'll have a 2-minute warning, but they cannot stop the clock unless it's a sideline incompletion, all that stuff.
Coming up, State Farm postgame show. JB, Phil, Boomer, Coach Cowher, highlights, NFL playoff news, all coming up on the State Farm postgame show.
43 comebacks of 10 and more points this season in the NFL. First and 10 for the Colts. Rivers throws short. Doyle, I don't know if he got a first down. He's been Mr. Everything for Indianapolis today. Here's Rivers throwing it incomplete. Incomplete, dropped at 2nd and 10. And that means that Indianapolis is going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. Then we'll go to commercial. Indianapolis won a playoff series, a playoff game, but you know what I mean, a few years ago, and they were a wild card up against my Texans, and I always the realist when it comes to them for some reason. I predicted Indianapolis to win that game, and they did. Rivers. Under shotgun, then under center. Under shotgun again, gives a quick handoff. And Hines will get a few. And that will go to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go. Third down. I will be right back. Just going to get I just got to put some stuff away. Give me some seconds. I'll be right back.
Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. When you have a 2-inch lift, when you have Goodyear Duratrack tires, when you have Rancho shocks and an integrated dual exhaust, when you have all that, the last thing you'll need is a road. The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, ready to off-road, right from the factory.
When there's work to be done, your most powerful tool is the Home Depot app. And 3,000 light just a few taps. And
My headphones on my phone.
in a snap. Get a second opinion in just a second. And you can't drop what you're doing.
All right, 2-minute warning time. Let's go. And also, we got about, 34 minutes till. Yeah, 1:59 warning. 34 minutes till we got the who's playing? The TV again. The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. We could have overtime. Oh, I forgot to check on something. Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. And by new combine seltzer.
It should be destroyed. Go away. Maybe. Everyone is standing. Everyone is standing in Buffalo, and it's 3rd and 5, and the Colts have no timeouts. And you know they'll have to go for a 4th down no matter what. Here's Rivers, pressured. Rivers throws, caught, short of the down again, short of the down again. It is 4th down. And it is 4th and short. Now, if they punted, Indianapolis could possibly get the ball back with 30 seconds and still have the ball. Buffalo's one timeout if they want to use it. Here's a handoff up the middle. He got it. Last second, he was able to surge through. If he was short, Taylor, Buffalo would need one timeout and they'd be on to round 2. But Taylor keeps this Colts season alive with a push through, and we are getting close to the final minute of play in an unbelievable game. Line of scrimmage at the 37 of Indianapolis. Rivers throws short to Doyle. He dropped it. I think it would have been good for Buffalo if he had caught it, actually, because he was not he was inbounds. Here's Blankenship getting ready with the kicking net for the biggest kick of his life, possibly, if they can get him in range. Final minute of play in the 4th quarter. I'm I've told you, Josh, I'm not going to do that. I know what I'm going to do. Dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a screen that was dropped on 2nd and 10. It's 3rd and 10, and the clock is stopped with 55 seconds to go. This is insane. Yeah, it's going to be a totally new stream. It'll be a totally new stream. I'll message you on Discord when it's live. Well, yeah, sure. Indianapolis has 2 downs. 2 downs to get a first down. Here's Rivers in the shotgun. Phillip Rivers, they blitz. He throws it over. Incomplete. Incomplete. And the master of this, the leader of this Buffalo defense, Tre'Davious White, with a deflection, although the fans are not ready to celebrate just yet because the clock stops with that. He defends off of Hilton, and the clock will stop. And I got to see how much time's left on the clock here, because if after this play the Colts don't get it and it's behind 40, all they'll have to do is snap the ball and the Bills win. Because it's 50 seconds left. So no, they won't even need a first down anyway. Here's Rivers. Takes the snap. Phillip Rivers throws over the middle. Caught by Pascal, who loses the ball. Are they counting this as a fumble? Buffalo's saying a fumble, that Pascal has possession. If Pascal has possession, Bills win. If he doesn't, then he's down, and we'll see what the Colts do on first down. The call is that Pascal was down. Oh, this should be reversed. Oh, guys, this has got to be reversed. This has got to be reversed. They need to look at this again. This needs to be reversed. Buffalo's trying to call timeout. They will. Buffalo just calls timeout before Pittman Jr. gets the ball. They have to look at this play. Can New York look at this play? Because it must be looked at. Because Pascal goes down. And then the Bills try to rush and tackle Pascal. And remember, the ball was never snapped after. So they can look at this play. Do it again. Here we go. So Pascal catches the ball. Then 2 tacklers come in to tackle him down. They rip him down. Ball comes out as his butt goes down to the turf. This should be a fumble. This should be a fumble. Bills should get it, kneel down, and advance to play either Pittsburgh, Baltimore, or Tennessee. They now have officially stated, the officials have officially stated that they're going to review this play. So here we go. So this is what we're looking at. Tackle comes in, ball is jarred loose. That ball is stuck. Come on. Yeah, that was exactly why they did it. Yeah, he catches it, goes on his back. But Pascal's not touched, guys. Pascal is not touched. This has to be a Buffalo fumble. This has to be a Buffalo fumble. And then Pascal just goes down just like that. And there you go. It should be a fumble. Let's see. 28 seconds left. Again. The call on the field is that Pascal was down by contact. Let's see.
body part is down, and Pascal's knee is down. If anyone is touching him in any regard, when that
Let's see. Okay, so now they're looking at to see if there's a hand on his. There's a hand on his back as Pascal has the ball. Yeah, but his knee is up over the turf while the hand is on the back. Meaning, this has to be a fumble. This is game over, guys. There's no way that this is a catch. And the fact that this game goes down to a potential fumble is insanity. Remember, the Colts are in this situation because they forced a crazy fumble with the Josh Allen. Now, they didn't pick it up, but they caused the 2nd and 33, which is why they were able to get the good field position. So take a look at this again. Pascal goes down, right? Nobody touches him. Here we go. That knee comes up, and then there's There's the knee is down here, right? Knee is down here. Knee goes up. There's Pascal's hand. Or there's Hoyer's hand. There's Hoyer's hand. And then there's Pascal's knee. Pascal's knee's in the air. Hoyer's hand is on the back of Pascal. They have not made... And how funny is it, guys? How funny is it, Josh, that we're disputing a guy named Pascal with a call to win the game when we talked about Pascal Dupuis for the Pittsburgh Penguins and the offside call that changed that would not be offside anymore in the new NHL rules and was never called offside and was never reviewed. Never happened in 2008 between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Rangers, but they're reviewing it. How funny is that? Pascal Dupuis gets the New York Rangers offside, and the Buffalo Sabres, the last series win in Buffalo sports history, happened against the New York Rangers. It connects everything. It's unbelievable. The officials are going out to the field, guys. I don't know, but the officials are coming out, and they are about to make the call. Here we go. Wow! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're saying Hoyer's hand hit. I think Hoyer's finger hit. Unbelievable. That hit. No timeouts by either team. So Rivers just got told by the official, I think when the official whistles that the clock will start to run. I'm not sure. Well, they called a timeout, so it shouldn't. No, it does, though. Rivers, short screen. Trying to get out of bounds. Pittman Jr. Pittman Jr. will get out of bounds with 20 seconds to go in the game. And 19, they say he got out. They rush to the ball now. He puts him into the situation he's got to be at. Clock is continuing to run now. 14 seconds left. It was snapped. Here's Rivers. Throws. Short. Caught, but he didn't get out of... Caught. I don't think he got out of bounds, though. Incomplete is the call. Incomplete is the call, and it was close to the field goal. Close to the field goal range. They had 14. I don't know why. They just added 2 more seconds. So no one has a timeout. They are close, about 3 yards, I think, from field goal range for Blankenship. 14 seconds away the Bills are from winning this game. The Colts, if they can get a touchdown here, would be able to pull out a miracle in Buffalo. A field goal would likely send this to overtime. Buffalo called timeout. I thought they lost their timeout because of the... Oh, no, they didn't lose it because I thought they lost it because of a challenge. You can't challenge inside of 2 minutes. So it wasn't a challenge. It was a league review. $14 seconds left, 2nd and 11. Not 4 yards, actually. The catch would have been 4 yards from it, but they're not there. Rivers stepping up. Rivers throwing. Sideline. Incomplete. It's 3rd down with 8 seconds left in the game. Blankenship gets ready, but they're not in his range yet. Remember, he hit the post earlier in this game. Third and 11. Here's Rivers. Rivers throws. Incomplete. 4 seconds left. This is the game. This is the game. Josh, you said he has time for a sideline play, but that didn't work too well, did it? Incomplete. So this is the play, and do they bring out Blankenship, or do they go to win the game? Can't even try a field goal, they say, so they're going for it. This is for Arrowhead. And for the Bills, this is for the 2nd round, a place they haven't been since 1995. A place Buffalo Sports hasn't been since 2007. Here is Rivers to the end zone. Rivers, it's up in the air. Incomplete. Buffalo, it's going to round 2. And the Bills mob each other. The fans are going crazy. They will meet either Pittsburgh, Baltimore, or Tennessee in round 2 in this building. The Bills eliminate Indianapolis from the playoffs, 27-24. I will see you guys in 24 minutes for Rams and Seahawks. What a day this has been. Good night, everybody. I'll see you in 24 minutes. Happy hockey, everybody.